Hello all, I am Dr. Vibhash Vaidya and today in this video we're going to discuss about the general anatomy of muscle. So friend, as you know, the muscle which is mainly responsible for the movement of the body and it also provides the shape of the body. The word muscle derives from mouse because it resembles to mice and tendon of the muscle which represent its tail. The muscle cells are often called as a muscle fibers or myocyte because they are long and narrow when it is relaxed. The fundamental property of myocyte is contractility, which is developed in high specialized form. So here you can see the muscles has three types. One is skeleton, cardiac and smooth muscles. On the basis of presence or absence of striation, muscles are subdivided into striated and non-striated group. Under the striated group, the skeleton and cardiac type muscles is present, and under the non-striated group, only the smooth type of muscle is present. Now we'll discuss about the skeleton muscles. So here you can see this is a schematic picture of the skeleton muscles, and skeleton muscles form a bulk of the muscular tissue of the body. The skeleton muscle is supplied by somatic motor nervous system because it is voluntary muscles. The skeleton muscles consist of parallel bundle of long multinucleated fiber. As you can see in this picture, this is the fiber of the skeleton muscles, and this fiber of the skeleton muscles arrange in parallelly. And also you can appreciate here the fiber of skeleton muscle containing the more number of nucleus or multinucleus. This multinucleated fiber, which in turn are made of myofilament, actin, myosin and tropomyosin. Skeleton muscles is also called as voluntary muscles because the movement in which it participate are often initiated under the conscious control. Skeleton muscles misleading term because the skeleton muscles is involved in many movements. For example, breathing, blinking, swallowing, action of muscles of perineum which are usually at the unconscious level. Now the cardiac muscles. Here you can see this is a schematic diagram of the cardiac muscles. The cardiac muscles is found only in the heart, in the wall of the large vein where they enter the heart. The cardiac muscle supplied by the autonomic nervous system. Thus, it is involuntary. It consists of branching network of individual cells that are linked electrically and mechanically to function as a unit. You can appreciate here this is a muscle fiber, and this muscle fiber are branching pattern. You can appreciate here these are the branching pattern. Each muscle fiber of the cardiac muscle contain only single nucleus which is placed in centrally, and you can also appreciate here the muscle fiber of the cardiac muscle is contained or subdivided by this intercalatin disc. You can appreciate here it is divided by the intercalatin disc. Cross striations are less prominent. The cardiac muscles less powerful than skeleton muscle but more resistant to fatigue. The cardiac muscle is intrinsically capable of automatic and rhythmic contraction. Now the smooth muscle. So here you can see this is a schematic picture of the fiber of the smooth muscle. The smooth muscles are encircled or surrounded the viscera. This smooth muscle is supplied by autonomic nervous system, and it is also involuntary. The elongated cell, you can appreciate here the cell of the smooth muscles are elongated, and this elongated cells are small and taper at the end. You can also appreciate at the end these cells are taper, and this elongated cells are containing a small nucleus at the center. The cross striations are not prominent because the actin and myosin filament are not organized into the repeating units. Thus, it appears non-striated or smooth. You can also appreciate the nucleus, which is single and placed in centrally. It is the smooth muscles capable of slow and sustained contraction. The smooth muscle is also called as involuntary muscles. For example, all the system of the body in the wall of viscera, GIT, tunica media of blood vessels, in dermis, intrinsic muscles of the eye, dartos muscle of the scrotum. In some place it associates with the skeletal muscle, that is sphincters of the anus, urinary bladder and transitional zone of esophagus. So these are the example where the smooth muscles are present. Now the myoepithelial cells. So myoepithelial cells are found in association with the number of secretory glands. The myoepithelial cells contain contractile elements similar to the smooth muscles. These myoepithelial cells are ectodermal in origin. The cells are located between the glandular epithelium cells and the basement membrane. The myoepithelial cells are steel on basket-like in form, which long dendrix extension collapsing on adjacent glandular acini, for example, salivary gland and mammary gland. Now the gross organization of skeletal muscles. So each muscle fiber forms the unit structure of muscles. It is long, multinucleated cylindrical structure which is surrounded by thin connective tissue sheath known as the endomysium. The several fibers are organized into a small bundle which are called as fasciculi. Each fasciculus is surrounded by connective tissue called the perimysium, and connective tissue that surround the entire muscles is called the epimysium. So today we have discussed the introduction of muscles, type of muscles, the myoepithelium and gross organization of skeletal muscles. Now friend, the rest part of muscles we'll discuss in our next video. Till now, keep connected with us, and I hope all of you understood the topic. Thank you for watching.